Hello, welcome everybody to episode 15 of hashtag Mompreneur Talk. Today we have a treat for you. So, for who don't know, who watch us on regular basis, Irene has studied Chinese medicine, and today she's gonna bring her knowledge to our show, and she's gonna talk to us about the 5 elements that affect us and create basically our lifestyle and personality. So yeah, sit tight and let's learn. We're gonna learn today all together.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you are. So, as Amal said, my major was Chinese medicine for 10 years ago. It's a lifestyle more than a major to work in and make money. So it's a world. It's a whole world together. So there's a lot of things to study in Chinese medicine, and I will give you a little bit about it today. One thing, we all know the yin and the yang, the 5 elements, and the Q, that it's the energy, the Qi, that we know. So I will talk about the 5 elements a little bit today. Small introduction, and let's see. Maybe we can play a game if we will have time to know which element is your element. So,
and just before Irene starts, guys, we want you to engage, to interact. Any question you have for Irene, put it in the comments, and we'll go from there. If there's anything that you want her to go deeper, just let her know, and we'll recap at the end.
Okay. So as we know, we heard a lot of the 5 elements. So the 5 elements is a theory, a Chinese theory, used to describe introduction and relationship between things. The 5 elements are the wood, the fire, the earth, the metal, and the water. So the wood, the fire, the earth, the metal, and the water. All of them believed to be the fundamental elements of everything in this universe. Each element has its own characteristics and association with different aspects of nature, such as direction, seasons, color, shapes, and so many things in our life. I will talk more about this in 2 minutes maybe. So be there to know and let me know what is your season, what's your color, what is your direction, and to let yourself to know yourself more. So these 5 elements has a relationship. There is a generative introduction and there is the overcoming introduction. The generating introduction of the 5 elements are like to be conception, gestation, birth, and natural relationship between a mother and a baby. Such as bears are deeply attached and together, success and give luck to everyone. The 5 generation introduction are fueling, forming, containing, caring, and feeding each other. Like I said, wood, so wood fuels fire. Fire forms earth. Earth contains metal, and metal carries water, and water feeds wood. So if we think a little bit about all of this, we know that the water feeds the wood. So we can start from this point to know the relationships between everyone. And I will talk more about this, and let's talk about a little bit about the overcoming introduction.
It's like a cycle then, Irene.
The cycle in the right direction and the cycle in the And there is, oh, I didn't bring a photo, but there is also like they make a star between each other, how they also control each other. I will try to find it now and share it. So the overcoming introduction of the five elements are like the acts of hostility between sides in a war. So this relationship is like controlling each other. Each element control another one, and each element give power and support to another one. The five overcoming introduction are melting, bending, separating, absorbing, and quenching. Like fires melts metal. Metal penetrates wood. Wood separates earth. Earth absorbs water, and water quenches fire. Did you agree with me?
So this is, we have five elements. All of us have the five elements.
Yeah, all of us and all of the world, the universe.
Yeah. So how is it different then? How are we different from each other?
Okay, so we are different from everyone in us has all of them, yeah, all of them in our body.
Yeah.
But one of them control our character and control our body. And if we have, like I want to say, نقطة ضعف يعني
the weak point.
Yeah.
point in our body, so the element that control the relationship of overcoming will control this element and this weakly point. So that's it. So let's see. I will talk a little bit about the details of everyone, which season, which color, which weather, which emotion, and let's see. Okay. So, and which parts of the body, and I will talk a little bit, a quick idea about the hour of the day that I was telling Amal about it, about the meditation and everything.
Yeah.
So the hours of the meditation, and let's see the relationship that we get. So the five elements are fire. Let's start with the fire. So the season of the fire is the summer. The weather of the fire is the heat. So if you will like summer, and if you, so you will be one of the people that like the warm weather. The color of the summer, the fire is red. The direction of the fire is south. So look around yourself in your house and see if you prefer to sit down and relax in one point in this house, and see if it's related to your element maybe.
Oh wow! Now I'm just thinking. Yes, I like the part like this. Where I'm sitting, my favorite part. It's more south.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
So you are a fire person. You prefer.
I like summer. Yeah.
So the sounds of this, the sounds that mean when we talk. So when we talk, there is a people talk with a smile and laugh. There is a people talk with shouting, like screaming all the time. There is people groaning. There is people laughing. So the sound of the fire is the laugh. So people with strongest in the fire element always talk with smile and always talk with بشكل هستيري يعني they are like this. I had a professor last summer when my course was on speaking and listening. I know 100% that she was, or she is, a fire element, because all the time she's speaking and so yeah, so funny.
I don't speak like that. No.
Yeah. No, you are not. But there is always there is something in our main element that is showing too much than others. So that one was the sound in her character showing that she is a fire element. So, okay, so also the tastes, the salty, the spicy, the sour, the bitter, you said the bitter?
So what is the taste for fire?
Bitter.
Bitter?
Yeah. That's it.
Hence the dark chocolate.
Yeah, that's the dark chocolate, right? That's the dark chocolate. Yeah. The development is the growth. Like the fire, in the beginning, grow. And then come the water and control it. This one of the relationships. I will not go in all of this. I will stay in this. We can't talk too much about the relationships between all the elements, but it's too much talk and too much to learn and too much to know. So I will stay in the characteristic and each element, the details of it. And the emotion is joy. So the fire people like joy. Their emotion is joy. They want to joy everything. They want to they found themselves in this emotion. And the origins in the bark is the heart and the small intestine. So the heart and the small intestine is the strongest origins of this element.
The organs, the strongest organs? Okay.
Yes, and one of them is a yin and one of them is a yang. In every element there is a yin and there is a yang in the organs.
Can you explain about that, yin and yang? What's the difference?
Oh my God, it needs another episode.
just in a
and the yang is, and every yin, when we see this circle, the white and the black, every yin has a little yang and every yang has a little yin. The yin and the yang is the woman and the man, the night and the day, the sun and the moon. There's a lot of...
So the opposites.
Yes.
Okay.
The opposites. And the strong...
The black and white.
Yeah.
So yeah. Which one is yin and which one is yang?
The yin is the white.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, you guys are my yin and yang.
Okay, so and every organ has 2 hours that it works in the powerful energy and the powerful time in the day. So we have 24 hours. Every 2 hours are for one origin. So the heart is between 11 o'clock at the morning to 1 o'clock p.m. So the search shows that all or 90% of the heart attacks happen in this time. You can go and search, see that there is a lot of search about this. Okay, let's go to the earth. The earth is the season is between the seasons, like between spring and summer, between summer and fall. So it's the
the transition.
Okay, so that's the word. What is that? What you said, Celine? Transition? No.
Yeah, the people I'm guessing that likes the transition between one season and another, they're like in between.
Transition, right. Okay, so, and the direction is the center. So the center. So it's the transition, the center of everything. And like the earth, it's the center of everything. So the development is the transformation. So the earth gives all the elements power. This is something about the earth also. The color is the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
The sound is singing, like talking, and you'll enjoy listening to them. The taste is sweet. they like sweet.
Mm.
And the sweet give power to the spleen. The spleen, the origin of this element is the stomach and the spleen. So the sweet give power to the spleen.
Mm.
So the people, they like to eat sweet and too much sweet. Everyone, if we have the transition between all the elements, we like to eat everything in transition, like as you say. But if we prefer to eat sweet, that means that we had ضعف يعني weakness in this area.
Oh.
Okay? So the weather is I don't have the weather, and the emotion is overthinking.
Overthinking.
Yeah. The origins, I said, it's the stomach and the spleen. And the hours of these two origins is between 7 o'clock at the morning until 11 o'clock at the morning. Because that, they said, and especially the stomach between 7 and 9, because that in the Chinese medicine, and not only in the Chinese medicine, we all know that the breakfast is the most important meal in the day. Like بالعربي بيقولوا, and also it's on English I think, فطور مثل الملك وتغدى مثل الأمير وتعشى مثل الفقير, I think like this. But it's also in English. So because the stomach is the working in 100% at this hours.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning between 7 and 9. So this is the time to take your breakfast.
Okay.
And after that comes the spleen between 9 and 11. And here the spleen who is يعني يحلل هلا راح كل الحكي من راسي.
Analyze.
Yeah, analyze, that's it. So the spleen who give all the hormones to analyze the food in the stomach. So works between 9 and 11. So he works to analyze everything we take in the morning in the breakfast. After that, the metal. The metal is the full. The direction is the west. The color is the white. The sound is the weeping. The weather is dry. And the emotion is grief. The metal,
Grief.
yeah.
Emotion.
Grief.
Oh,
Grief.
that's really a dark thing.
Yeah, metal person, you can't talk with them. You can't discuss them. It's like that.
Okay.
You know this person, this people, like this. There is no right, no left, no up, no down. This, like this. So
It
this
has to be logic to talk to them, I guess.
yeah, and they are the origins. On there is the lung, and the large,
Yeah.
and the hours of the lungs are between 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. And the lung is between 3 and 5. Because they say the perfect time for meditate is between the 3 and the 5 in the morning.
I was just thinking about that.
Because
That's what they say, yeah, because the breathing, right?
the breathing, your lung walk, and you clean it in this time.
Yeah.
So, and the water is the winter, the north, the development is the strong, the color is black, the sound is groaning, groaning like
Complaining.
yeah, ups and down, like ups and down, like the aura. Don't get it ups and down. The taste is salty, and the weather is cold, and the emotion is fear and hesitation.
Hesitation.
Yeah, hesitation. Like they afraid from everything. They all the time skeptical. They all the time don't know how to take decision. How they have fear from everything. They have and when you get a trauma in your life, doesn't matter if it's when you were a baby or more adult, and it affected this element. So everyone in us has the 5 elements. The trauma affects our heart and our kidney. Kidney is the origin of this this element, and we can see that, okay, there is a lot of, I don't want to go in through this, but there is a lot of studies about the relationship between the kidney and the rocks in the kidney. There's the rocks in the kidney, and between trauma that people got in their lives and the fear. If they have a fear or have a panic or have something. So, and last one is the wood. This is my strongest one. So the wood is the spring, as you know, I love spring. Is the east. The development is birth. The color is green, my favorite color. The sound is shouting. I don't know if I'm shouting. Maybe my kids can tell you.
Yeah, the kids will be able to tell us. You actually don't shout at all with us.
The taste is sour. I like sour. And the emotion is anger. I don't know, maybe.
It's what the emotions?
Anger.
Anger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, anger? I don't see that.
I said no one has a transition between all the elements.
Yeah.
Everyone has the strongest one and the weakness one. The weakness one controlled by the strongest one. And in every element, we have strong characteristic that shown to people. So also in every element, there is no transition between all that characteristic and all the details I said. So we have everything from a little bit from everything, but there is the main one that controls everything.
I have a question for you, Arin.
Yeah.
So let's say you're working on your personal growth or you're working on yourself, okay? And you know that you are the sign of fire.
Yeah.
And or let's say what we were saying about the one that loves cold. Is it the metal that sees things? This. Okay. So let's say that person is working on something that's bothering her and wants to be more open-minded or try to change something in herself that she doesn't really think it's the appropriate. Will this person be able to change it, or because of their sign and their dominant characteristic, it will always kind of bring back the way?
No, we can. Yeah, we can change. Absolutely, there is a lot of things to know about this to discover your main element, your main weakness one, your main strongest one, and you can start work on your one.
So you can use that to get to know yourself more. Okay.
And you can find things that will give power to the weakness one. Which one is promote this one? Which one is control this one? So you can, like there is a relationship. I say the fire promotes earth, and also the fire control metal. So the fire control metal, we know that the fire take everything. And also the fire promote earth. How it promote earth? When the fire take everything, it make it a soil, right? And or a qual, it's a
ashes, yeah.
Ash. In fact, but it will go with the earth, with the soil, with the metal of the earth. The earth promotes metal and control water. The metal promotes water and control wood. The air, the metal, control wood. Water promote wood and control fire. And wood promote fire and control earth. You said about your gallbladder, right? I didn't say about the wood element organs, but the wood organs is the liver and the gallbladder. The hours of these two elements is between 11 p.m. at the evening to 3 a.m. at the morning. So the liver who is the most important organ in our body. It contains everything. Okay, we have our heart that give out the bit and but the blood, but the liver is the main one. So it organ everything in it, and to let this, it need rest. It work all the day, and it need rest. So between 11 to 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. is the time of this element, the liver. So you have to be sleeping in this time. This is the best time to be asleep, between 11 to 3, because these two organs want to rest to continue give you the power in the day.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so there's a lot
Like a huge world.
Yeah, it's
a world of
it's the world. It's the universe. As I said in the beginning, it's the universe. It's the relationship between everything in our life, in our earth, in the universe, also the zodiac, the everything related to the 5 elements.
So you're not helping yourself when, let's say, you go out at night at 11 and you start drinking. That should be the time you should not be drinking and sleeping.
And drinking, the drinking,
Yeah.
the liver.
Yeah,
It's
directly there.
It's the liver, and just the liver drinking alcohol. Okay, we all drink. I'm talking about the people that are drinking.
Yeah.
So they have a weakness.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
it's really interesting.
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, if anyone watching us have any idea about his element or something that he loves, something that he so. This is,
even if they're not writing the comments now, we're going to keep looking at them. So if you watch the replay, you can always post your questions and comments, and Irene will get back to
you. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for all this info, Irene. That's great.
You are welcome. Mm-hmm. And also there is a relationship between the 5 elements and the Chinese zodiac and your energy, your luck, your year that you were born in it. So you can go and search it and see what is this talking about you. Also, there is a relationship with we know the feng shui.
Yeah.
So also the feng shui found from this from the 5 elements. Yeah, from this studies, the 5 elements contain everything in it. Contain the yin and yang, contain the feng shui, contain the qi. The qi is the energy. So the qi in Chinese. So it's the energy.
So can you understand Chinese language now?
No. Stop.
Just it's not. I mean, it's an obvious question. You studied it.
I don't know. Yesterday in the mastermind, when they put the Philippines video, I said, "Oh my God, did we look like this to people that understand Arabic?" I have this question in my mind. When we talk,
I get that sometimes when I speak Arabic, people ask me, "Why are you angry?" When I worked in Toronto, there was a colleague of mine, the same office. He is Arab as well, and sometimes we'd speak our language. Things with people around us who don't understand would think that we are shouting at each other.
I don't know.
It's true though. It's true. When we speak Arabic, is like more sounds
When you don't
aggressive to
understand the
people.
language, you focus on the gesture and you focus on the tone of the voice more. And we talk with our hands, really, we do.
I don't know. At the end, I was, oh my God, how do I understand this language?
You know, I like actually listening to languages that I don't understand.
Okay,
Because
but
that's
no,
how I focus. I focus on the gesture, on the tone of the voice. It's interesting for me to hear
So
people.
it's actually, yeah, I'm married to an Armenian. My husband is Armenian, and I never spoke Armenian. I'm Lebanese. So when we started our relationship, his family is huge here in Montreal, and I would be sitting and I don't understand what they're saying. So for a whole year, I would just like by seeing their gestures, their lips, their reaction, that's how I learned. I started like putting one and one
Yeah.
together, and slowly I learned.
Well,
So imagine
eventually you pick up the language.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I
Same
don't know.
here. My husband is not Arab, and their language is
Coma and period and all the things.
You understand his language?
no.
No.
Huh?
He doesn't.
Oh,
He doesn't speak it either.
oh okay.
English. So, but when we go home, when we go to his country, it's fascinating to see how people interact. But I mean, we speak English. His parents, his family, they speak English.
Okay.
But between each other, when we are like in really family gathering, they speak sometimes their own language. But yeah, I don't understand it at all. But I'm not around it all the time either. Like here,
No, that's it.
we have
That's
no
it.
family here.
And
Yeah.
that's interesting because Arabic is the hardest language in the world. So
Yeah, not for us.
not for us,
Yeah.
for all the world.
If you want to pick it up as an adult and you learn to learn it, because it's written different. Same for me when I think about Chinese, because it's a different alphabet too.
It's like you have to learn to draw, and
It's like it's like a drawing for me. But
Okay,
it's interesting.
if you want to learn Chinese, you can learn Chinese and you can make the sounds of this language. If you want to learn Arabic, can you say dad?
Yeah, that's what they call it, لغة الضاد. No?
Yeah, that's it.
The hardest. Yeah.
Because you can't pronounce this.
yeah, the pronunciation is hard. Yeah.
It's so hard.
So we're gonna let everybody go. It's already past 30 minutes, and we were trying to stay below the 30 minutes time. But I hope we brought a lot of knowledge and value to you today. It's very interesting, Irene. Thank you for sharing with us, and I hope you continue in that field because I'm sure a lot of people are interested in knowing more.
I will bring you the yin and yang.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes. Hopefully, I give you a little bit information and a little bit interesting information about yourself. Maybe you can go and search and relax and sit with yourself and see what is your strongest
I that.
what is
Definitely.
your element and to work to make them transition. I know it's hard to be transition with all of them, but we can make them good. Yeah, like the circle we talked in the first or the second episode of the circle of the life. We can
circle.
Yeah, we can make it a little bit circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget the master. No,
the webinar. Yes.
Yes. Tonight, if you want to know more about the business, the online business, the digital business, it's tonight.
You want to know what the hell do we do? Just go watch the webinar today. Okay, bye now.
Bye.